card weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First carry for Dalvin Cook. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 30. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Vikings 7, Cowboys 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 29-yard line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. K.J. Wright leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st down, Minnesota.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And Winston lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
That's what it is, baby. That's what
Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Jefferson.
23 yards on the play.
3 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Winston now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Tyler Conklin. Incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again with Winston. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That's out to the left and complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
At the 18-yard line.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Winston. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cook on the toss left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Back to the ground, Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's brought down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and
he got 29 yards that time. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties
extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to many of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 27, Prescott going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he is out of bounds here. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Dan Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 3.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play fake. Winston. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Prescott on first down. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
At the Vikings' 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Vikings 28.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good relaxing.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackle made at the 21-yard
Frustrating
line.
for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready.
3rd and long for Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 42. Vikings.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
8-yard pickup.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. That will throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a
23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's Winston. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll run with Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They go play action. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
No, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
On the play. It's 4th down.
Back now in Arlington, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Play action now. Winston lets it fly for Thielen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
21.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Prescott going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 40 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 49. Vikings 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Winston's pass.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
3rd and 12.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 47. We'll hold this. Right there.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Barkley on the
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. A good pickup of 6 there on 1st down.
A 6-yard pick.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith. Touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the
48-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a toss right to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Final score.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.